What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Dokkan Battle. And today we're talking, of course, about EZA VEGITO Blue. Now, I was hesitant whether I was even going to make this video or not, but some people have expressed that they're still having issues with his EZA. And I'll tell you right now, the best way to handle this is if we go into the Time Travelers, choose if you don't even have the Trunks and Mai, find a Trunks and Mai friend, but you need to use a Time Travelers team, or at least extreme strength if nothing else. But a Trunks and Mai friend is really going to bring this home. Now, the team that I've got here is mostly extreme strength. There's two exceptions to that. That's Trunks and Mai and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And that's because the Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku is an excellent tank. Trunks and Mai, if we even get to it here, well, they're right there. Hopefully you'll be able to watch them work. They are absolutely spectacular to watch go. I'm going to keep them both on rotation, if I'm honest. It's not really going to harm me, so I might as well. We're getting U supers out of both of them, and Goku is not getting his SA, but that's alright. That's quite alright. Alright, that's what I'm talking about right there. They will dodge like absolute crazy. Now, the only downside is the Super STRs don't tend to hit very well. They just don't. But these two units are absolutely spectacular. I just love them so much. Unfortunately, like I said, they're not producing the damage. But those dodges, they come in clutch. And you notice the Goku's not even taking much damage either. Okay? Now we've got our villain units, and I would say every villain unit I have on here is just hitting like crazy, so I don't even think it really makes that much of a difference. Just villain STR teams should more than handle this. I haven't tested it, if I'm honest, but you can kind of see here, like, they're not really taking that much damage. Okay? So I'd say, hey, number one, if you can run a Time Travelers team, do it and put as many of the villain Time Travelers as you can on there, and especially as many STRs as possible. Alright, that's the cell we got that recently got an EZA. Strength Zamasu. Or I guess Strength Rose, technically. And then that's kind of wrecking it. Like, they do I would say extensive damage. They do crazy damage. Alright. Now we have Boo. Boo is, of course, he's an AoE, but he is also a nuker, so he'll be really good here. Let's see what he does. And he is extreme type. He is an extreme. Okay? Not quite a mill, but with type advantage and with everything else, we might hit 1.5. I hit 1.1. Still. That was level 30. It was super duper duper easy. Now, let's go ahead. Now, I got a ton of Kais from this. Got a spectacular amount of Kais. And initially, when I was doing this, let's go into the hidden potential. I was debating, because I've got a few of these units. I got a few of the, if I go in here to training, and we go to physical and superclass, I'll even go to Patara to keep it easy. See, I've got a few extra ones right there chilling, and I was debating on using them for SA, but I'm going to be honest. I am not happy with what I've done with his hidden potential. So, for starters, let's go ahead and do his EZA, okay? And we'll talk about that, and then we'll do the actual correction of, of his potential system. Because, in all honesty, this was one of the first units that I put potential in. There were things we learned over time about the potential system that are now, like, pretty much common knowledge, but at the time weren't really that common, because I pulled a crazy amount of this dude. I'm going to go back to Awaken on that one. I'm not going to give him SA right at the moment. I like to save it to the end to give him SA. Okay? Level 130, so we're going to go ahead and train that up. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and do this one. Okay, Super Attack 12. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and jump back in. We're going to do our next Awaken. Okay. Super Attack 13. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in here and do the next Awaken again. Perfect. This should be 135 and 14. Go to training. You know how all this works at this point. All right. And our final awakening. Our final awakening on Old Boy. Now, I'm not going to do the training on this one for a couple of really good reasons. But let's go talk about what he does, okay? We're talking specifically about his passive. But his super attack is causes immense damage to the... I'm sorry. Yeah. Causes immense damage to the enemy. Okay? So, from super attack level 14, because he's only 12 now. From super attack level 14, sorry. We got to level up his SA. So I can swear he greatly raises attack. But that might just be after all that. So, from SA level, or from, level 14, it becomes transforms into the final Kamehameha, and I can swear at greatly raises attack once you level that up. Now, passive skill, attack and defense 40% at the start of a turn. Great chance of launching up to 2 additional super attacks, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. Sorry, 2 additional attacks that have a medium chance of becoming a super attack. Damage received from normal attacks minus 40% and counters with tremendous power. Now, if there's one thing we learned, and this was a little more than a year ago we learned this. Anytime you have a unit that already does double damage, this includes counters, mind you. Includes counters. They roll for that extra attack with that counter. So with a dude like this, having all this crit, level 15 crit in him, is good, but not the best build. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go and reverse him. Okay? And if you'll notice, it's actually hilarious. I didn't even plan this. It's hilarious. It's absolutely perfect. Okay? So, with this right here, that should be double attack. So I'm going to go ahead and expunge one of my Vegito Blues. And I'm going to change that to double attack. Okay? Straightforward stuff. That one is just going to be crit. And that one is just going to be double attack. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to change this. That's crit. I'm going to actually change that. I'm going to unlock him real quick. You don't need him locked. And we're going to change that also to double attack. And that one's crit. This one. We're going to change this one. I just hilariously happen to have 3 Vegito Blues that I could put in there and 100% him yet again and give him the level of double attack he needs. Now, he only has 9 crit now, so he may not crit, but each corresponding attack has that same chance to crit. Whereas with the level 17 multi, like, we're going to get that extra attack. It's not guaranteed, but it might as well be guaranteed. All right? Let's go ahead and do that. And then normally I would say those units are probably better off used to raise SA, but in this case, nah. No. Look how many Kais we got on top of it. Use your Kais. I rarely say that. I rarely say that, but in this situation, 100% use your Kais. Go awaken Old Boy and get him up there, because this dude absolutely, unquestionably deserves all that love. So, let's go in here one more time and just inspect him. Alright. Greatly raises attack and defense. So, I was wrong about that. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes immense damage to the enemy. And then, of course, the passive is exactly what we saw before. Attack and defense 40% at the start of a turn, with a great chance of performing up to 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. And he's got the 40% tanking on top of that. Dude is going to hit like an absolute truck. Now, this video's already been long enough, so hopefully your big takeaway from this should be, yes, go to his EZA. If you have it, and you have dupes of this guy, rather than putting him in there for SA, he is absolutely worth giving more double attack to. If you prefer crit, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to get more pound for pound, shot for shot out of double attack. Because remember, every time he attacks, every time he counters, everything like that, he's always rolling for that double attack. You might get crit on each and every other attack, but remember, crit chances are lower. So I might have been fine with the level I was at, but I'd rather pretty much ensure that we're getting that attack. So I'm very happy with that build. A double attack build is better for a unit like this. So when he's already getting 1, 2, 3 attacks, and a fourth one pretty much is guaranteed. Not completely, but pretty much. If you know statistics, that's odds of you getting it are much higher than not. And all the counters. We're going to come back and we're going to test this dude. Probably not tonight, probably tomorrow. I got to figure out when I'm going to work into the schedule. But dude's a beast. Trust me, I absolutely love him. And hopefully now you know what to do with his extra dupes. Do not be afraid to give this guy Kais. I rarely say that. I rarely say that. But if you have the Vegito Blues and you've not done the hidden potential right, like I hadn't, like it was an early hidden potential for most of us. So, yeah, if that's the case, go in there, give him all that stuff. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker. If you need help with the EZA itself, like I said, just run an extreme STR team. You should be fine. If you're not, time travelers with as many villain STRs as humanly possible. Straightforward. I'll catch y'all in the next one.